Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Fenton, and this is my presentation on the Competency II, Mastering the Medical Device Lifecycle, Key Strategies for Success. And today, we'll be going over the different stages in the life cycle of products and key strategies that help aid in the success of a device. With the many benefits these devices bring for the patient's well-being, there come obstacles and challenges during a product's life cycle, which is why understanding the success of each stage of a product's lifestyle is pivotal to the success of the device. Doing so will provide sustainable benefits to developers and users that will allow the medical device industry to flourish and create new products. But to have a practical medical device, you must first cultivate a general idea of the purpose for a device. Concepts usually come from a surgeon who has an idea on a concept they'd like to test. Some strategies that can be done at this stage is identifying early on the amount of work and regulations that will be required by finding out if it's medical class. If it's class 1 or 2, there's a strong likelihood of a similar product that meets the criteria that you can work off of in order to design a more enhanced version. This not only helps cut down on costs, but allows the product to reach the post-market stage faster than a class 3 device that would require rigorous tests, pre-market approval, and years of review from the FDA. The last strategy you can do is gather evidence on your target audience and find out the current challenges they face to know what benefits you should apply. After you know the challenges and target audience, you can set up early stage quality control during the planning stage. By setting up early stage quality control to match specific needs to the device, like the function of the end product, risk mitigation, and using multiple perspectives through the development process, you'll be able to avoid pitfalls that would otherwise require a substantial amount of time and energy to overcome. For example, we have two medical devices that all perform all-inside suture implants. However, the difference between both comes through long-term changes. So creating criteria that overcomes this challenge is critical, which means constructing a system design specification, where criteria is made to demonstrate it works as intended. The product specification is also useful as a document that can be shared with a contract designer or manufacturer, as it outlines their marching orders. Once the orders have been made, during the design phase of a product, this is where prototypes are created to test its performance and capabilities. Communication between the product and manufacturing team is essential during this stage, as risk management systems will usually be set up during this phase. By using the process failure mode and effect analysis, or PFMEA for short, you can ensure a product's reliability and safety. After risk and failures have been identified and an optimal device design can be reproduced, that's when proactive communication with regulatory authorities is essential. After complying with regulatory authorities during the validation and verification stage, this is when a product requires clinical trials if no predicate of a device exists. One strategy that can help collect data that's necessary to test the safety and effectiveness of a device is called IDE. IDE stands for Investigational Device Exemption, and according to the FDA, an improved IDE permits a device to be shipped lawfully for the purpose of conducting investigations of the device without complying with other requirements that would apply to devices in commercial distribution. Once your device is cleared for the IDE, you can begin doing clinical studies that follow the GCP, Good Clinical Practices. After enough data has been obtained, depending on the medical device class, like stated during the concept stage, or if there's any existing predicates, is how long the approval process takes. Once the validation stage is over and the FDA regulatory approval process for commercial distribution is confirmed, you can prepare for a product's launch. Here we have an example of a suitor device that was cleared in a day. You'll notice that it says you may therefore market the device subject to the general controls provisions. This means that it goes to show that not everything in the regulatory process is slow, if you know how to navigate the stages effectively. Now that your work is FDA approved and the team's medical device is ready to launch, here's a game plan to ensure long-term success post-market. The first strategy you can do is post-market surveillance. By monitoring the performance of a medical device once it's placed in healthcare institutions, you can help gain valuable patient data. The second strategy is using logistics systems offered through a partner like FedEx, which allows all medical parts of the device to be tracked and monitored, granting info on temperature changes or disruptions in the global supply chain. The third strategy you can do is quality and risk management systems at this stage, where if any failures or unintended defects occur, quality and risk management systems ensure the medical device is effectively used in clinical use, and it helps aid in empowering more innovative solutions. Finally, now that you know these key strategies for success, you're one step closer to creating a quality medical product. Even after releasing the product, it's important to realize the lifespan given to the product through the effort the teams put into each stage. As your medical device will not only help surgeons treat their patients better, but create a more sustainable and innovative industry. Thank you.